Today what we have here is the Gigabyte M27UP gaming monitor. Of course, if you see the name on the screen here, M27UP or 7UP, one of our colleagues made that joke. I apologize for that. So we're gonna speedrun the review for this monitor because it's quite, I would say, standard for a monitor like this, but it does have some special features as well. So this is a 27-inch IPS LCD screen with 4K resolution and also can go up to 160Hz refresh rate. Now that is an important point because again, gaming monitors, if you want faster refresh rate, this is the one to get. In terms of the pixel response time, I did some testing and I would say it's actually negligible. So this is a good monitor even for fast-paced games. Of course, as you can see here, this is at its maximum brightness and what we're getting is at 420 nits brightness. Of course, in this bright studio-like environment, you would see that it's not really that bright, but actually the nits measurement here is the candela per meter square, the candle power per meter square. So it's technically density of brightness, and 420 distributed around this entire 27-inch monitor is actually quite bright. So I wouldn't expect anyone to use it at its maximum brightness in indoor conditions because it's just way too bright even for me. In the OSD menu, if we do select it to the standard mode, then you can get 99.42% of sRGB color gamut and 85.50% of DCI-P3. This is actually very good out of the box already, and you can start to edit videos and whatnot using this monitor too because the color accuracy is good. Delta E number is also, I would say, real low. So yeah, you can technically use it to play games and also do work on this monitor. Of course, you can also change it to sRGB color gamut as well in the OSD menu, and that will cover 97.91% of sRGB and 72.93% of DCI-P3 color gamuts. Just using the standard profile, and that would yield a very good result already. And this monitor, despite it being relatively thin, you do have double 5-watt speakers as well. And the sound quality, I would say it's acceptable for a monitor speaker. Have a listen here.
Press forward. It's over.
When I say acceptable for a monitor speaker is because I've heard other speakers having worse audio quality, so I'd say this is above average. And in terms of the ports, we do have two HDMI 2.1 ports, a single DisplayPort 1.4 port, triple USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports, downstream of course, and one USB 3.2 Gen 1 upstream, so you can use this monitor as a USB hub. Just remember to connect the upstream port to your desktop or laptop. And then you also have a single USB-C with a DisplayPort output and also power up to 18 watts only. And technically that is why I'm having Samsung DeX displayed on the screen here because I'm too lazy to take another laptop here just to display the Windows desktop. But yeah, I'm connected to the monitor with that USB-C cable. If I have another desktop or laptop connected to this monitor, then I can use the KVM feature as well. We've talked about KVM in our other videos, lots of other videos actually, even previous Gigabyte monitor reviews. And KVM is a feature where you can use the same keyboard and mouse and monitor with at least two different host devices. Really handy if you want to minimize your amount of workspaces. So you just imagine one keyboard, mouse, and monitor, and you can use it for two machines. That's great. However, one of the biggest shortcomings when it comes to Gigabyte monitors is that their KVM, the USB-C port only provides 18 watts of power, which I would say if you want to plug in your laptop, then you would need to plug in another charging cable to that laptop as well so that you can get the maximum performance while connected to this monitor, whereby many other brands KVM monitors will provide up to like 100 watts with that single Thunderbolt cable. So again, this is a Gigabyte thing they have to improve the total wattage output via that USB-C port. And then we also have an earphone jack here as well, so you can connect your speaker and whatnot to this monitor as well. Again, the 3.5mm audio jack in this monitor is meant for KVM because you can also switch your audio device between the two devices with just a flick of a button on this monitor as well. Now, enough about that. Let's now talk about the design. This monitor is pretty basic in terms of design, I would say. It's clean, minimalist, has a very thin base that you can put stuff on top, and then you have this big Gigabyte logo here that actually just protrudes out for no particular reason, I would say. There's really no extra functionality built into this piece here, but the joystick is at the bottom here. So if you want to change some OSD menu settings, then you can use the joystick here, or you can just download the Control Center app on your Windows PC, install that, and then control this monitor without ever touching the joystick at all. And this monitor has the full suite of ergonomics as well. So you have the usual height adjustment, you got pivot, and you also have tilt alongside with rotation. Yeah, you have the full suite of ergonomic features built into this monitor stand. But the monitor stand itself doesn't actually offer you any good cable management options. So for me personally, I would just strap some cable ties behind here and hold the cables to the arm of the monitor stand. If you don't want to use the provided monitor arm, then you can actually just use a standard VESA mount because it also has a 100 by 100mm VESA mount at the back as well. And that's pretty much it about this monitor. I would say it's a 4K monitor, offers you high refresh rate, low pixel response time, good color accuracy, and also very good monitor stand out of the box. Again, if you are looking for a monitor with good KVM features, this is actually okay. It's just that the 18 watts power output via the USB-C port is just insufficient. But otherwise, it's actually okay. For the price, I will leave it on the screen here for you guys to see. You be the judge of it if it's a good monitor or not. So yeah, that's all that we have to share with you here today for this monitor, the Gigabyte M27UP. And we'll see you guys in the next video.